In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I went from becoming a timid teenager to becoming a self-confident lady that I am today. And I remember someone telling me some time ago and said, goodness, you're almost your personality is becoming almost intimidating in a good way. The person was referring to my self-confidence, and I got thinking I was not always like that. At least I knew growing up as a teenager, I was one of the most timid teenager you would ever get to meet. I couldn't speak before people. I was just so timid and not sure of myself. And how did all of this transformation happen are the things I'm going to be sharing with you. So if you're someone struggling with timidity, if you're someone struggling with self-confidence, then today's video is for you. Hello there, this is Goodness and you're welcome to Insight with Goodness. On this channel, I share with you practical insights to help you become successful and be all that God has created you to be. So if you're new here, please subscribe and turn on the notification so you don't miss videos from this channel. So my experience growing up as a teenager, now I know there are people who naturally have this self-confidence, self-esteem and all of that, which is beautiful, but I wasn't privileged to have that growing up as a teenager. So I had this self-confidence issue, yes, self-esteem issue and all of that. I wasn't a very confident person. Even though I was intellectually blessed, I didn't feel that way. The only thing I got, okay, my result and stuff like that, I did not feel that way. I felt not I felt that I could not measure up. I felt other people were better than me. And because of that, I found it very difficult to speak before people. I found it very difficult to interact. And one of the things I started struggling with was identity crisis. Now, there are many ways people respond to identity crisis. There are people who become withdrawn. There are people who begin to have character issues and all of that. So you see why it's not so good to quickly criticize people when you see them having character issues, because you don't know what they are struggling with. So in my case, I started involving in vices just so I could measure up to society standard, because I felt my natural self was too natural, was too boring. I was not going to be accepted, so I had to do some things to measure up. So for me, I had to do a whole lot of things to try to measure up, all because I was suffering with identity crisis, self-esteem and low confidence and all of that. So what were the things that changed my life, or how did I become that person to becoming the person I am right now, and I'm also becoming better at becoming this person? Now, the first thing that changed my life was getting into a relationship with God, and I'll tell you how this literally transformed my personality. Now, one of the reasons why a lot of people struggle from low self-esteem is because we want to feel special. Everyone is looking for love. Everyone is desiring to feel special, to be treated in a special way. And I didn't have much of that, and that was what I was looking for. And I felt, okay, becoming a better person or becoming a different version will make me feel more accepted. Becoming a different person will make me feel more accepted, and that was what I was trying to do. So I was not confident of my personality. I wanted to be someone else. I wanted to be the version of who the world sees as being acceptable. But then when I got into a relationship with God, I felt so loved. I felt accepted. I felt special, and that was one of the things that really boosted my self-confidence. And I can tell you this for free: if you're struggling with self-confidence, struggling with self-esteem, struggling with timidity, get into a relationship with God. Now, I'm not just talking about you being born again. I'm talking about you getting into an intimate relationship with God, because that's where you really get to experience and enjoy the love of God that really makes you feel special. I remember one experience I had, and after experiencing the love of God, and I said something. I said, God has many children, but he treats me like an only child. I mean, I felt so special. I feel so special every time I think about the love of God. And that thought alone has a way of boosting my self-confidence, has a way of boosting my self-esteem, and it will do the same for you. So my personality issue, my timidity issue all began to change I mean, drastically when I started to work with God. So the first cure for timidity, if you ask me, for self-confidence and all of that, is number one, get into an intimate relationship with God. All of the love you're looking for, all of the care you're looking for can be found in that relationship. For me, it was a game changer. I mean, it changed everything. Getting into that relationship with God, it was the game changer for me. Number two that really influenced my personality today was getting to discover myself. Purpose discovery is the cure of identity crisis. I mean, the moment you know who you are, the moment you know that you were created for a special assignment on earth, I tell you the truth, you begin to feel special about your life. You begin to feel special about yourself. You begin to feel special about your ability. So for me, purpose discovery was a game changer. The moment I began to know that I was on earth for a reason, and it was not just a casual reason, I mean, God was so intentional about me, I started placing more value on myself. I realized that the world will only accept you when you've accepted yourself. And I can only accept myself when I see myself as special. And that was one thing discovering my purpose helped me to do. So if you're struggling with identity crisis, then you really want to pay attention to the subject of discovering yourself, how to discover your purpose. I'm going to be making more videos on these channels of how I also started getting to discover myself, discover my potentials, and things that can also help you to get to discover your potential, discover yourself. Because the moment you begin to do this, I tell you, you are on your way to getting out of low self-esteem and all of that. The third one is get out of the wrong circle. One of the reasons why a lot of people struggle with self-esteem is because you are in the wrong circle. Hanging around with people who make you feel like you're privileged to be in their circle, and staying around such people does a lot of harm to your self-esteem. And especially for ladies, when you stay around people who give you rules and conditions to be in their clique, many times you don't know what that is doing, but it's killing your self-esteem, because you feel, oh, until I'm able to measure up to this particular class of people, then I'm not worth it, I'm not worthy. Now, you need to get out of the circle that makes you feel like you need to become better to be in their class. No. So I realized that one of the things that was keeping me down in having that low self-esteem was I was in the wrong circle. And the moment I started changing my circle, being around people who actually saw my worth for who I was, people who get to really identify the real value in you and appreciate it, not people who appreciate you for external values and think you have to measure up to be accepted. If you're in that circle, please, I don't care whether it's a relationship, whatever it is, such circle will not help you to grow. So stay around people who respect your person, stay around people who respect your value, who see you for the true you and accept you for the real you. These are the people you should be around, because these are the people who will help you boost your self-confidence. For me, these were the three things that I knew really played key roles in really transforming my personality from becoming a timid person to becoming the self-confident person that I am today, and I'm still becoming. Number one was my relationship with God. Number two was discovering what my purpose, and number three was being in the right circle. That was the last one I struggled with. The circle I was keeping at a point, I felt I just needed to measure up. I mean, I always need to measure up to feel worthy. But the moment I realized, no, this circle is not for me, the vibe I was getting from that circle was not helping my self-confidence, I moved to a new circle and I started feeling better with my personality, and it helped me transform my personality. These are the things I thought to share with you on how I became or how I'm becoming the self-confident person that I am from a timid personality. So if you've watched this point, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification, and please do well to share this video on your social media platform so more people can get to watch it and subscribe to this channel. Bye bye. See you in my next video.